India's leading payments company, Paytm, has today launched new services for its merchant clients that they've onboarded over the last few years. Vijay Shekhar Sharma is here with us. Sir, you said that around 15 million merchants have been onboarded by Paytm so far as part of its merchant business, and you're targeting around 25 million, 50 million over the next couple of years. And as part of the services, you've launched new QR code-based services, including a new app that would create some inventory as well as receipt books for the merchants that you're targeting. So could you just walk us through what you've changed, what the innovations you've brought in to the QR code payments?
Yeah, there are QR codes on the desk of counter now. I mean, when Paytm pioneered, we were the only QR on the counter. Now there are so many QRs, and most of the QRs are only for UPI. So one of the biggest demand we saw from merchants was that can we not consolidate all of them? And then we created our QR, which is now capable to be scanned by not just Paytm app, but all UPI apps also. And it includes now Paytm Wallet, Paytm UPI for any UPI, and then we added bonus of RuPay on this, which means now you have all three payment instruments, wallet, UPI, and card to be accepted by this QR. One of the next thing that we've done is that government has announced 0% MDR on UPI and RuPay for businesses more than 50 crores. So we just done the other balancing part, which means every business which is less than 50 crores or so on there will have 0% RuPay, UPI, and wallet acceptance for unlimited amount. So traditionally we had wallet capped of 50,000 rupees for acceptance at 0%. Then there used to be charged because we pay the fee when you load money to the wallet. But now we have waived that charge to 0%. So Paytm Wallet will be accepted at 0% MDR at all stores now.
So, with the government's decision even last year at the union budget to sort of absorb a lot of the MDR charges below 2,000, and now with firms above 50 crores not needing to pay the MDR, several payment service providers have said that this almost cuts their margins to nil, and they face a business risk issue. What does this mean to your margins, your cost of acquisition, your cost of servicing the merchant?
I think there is no doubt about it that the government was reimbursing the charges earlier, and I believe that the payment industry would prefer and want government to pay us the reimbursement in merchant acquiring. Merchant acquiring is a costly, and now that there is no margin in the transaction, which means that I don't know how the acquiring banks will like to compensate. Typically, a bank should compensate the person who is acquired because you are acquiring on behalf of a bank. And banks anyways make money because of treasury or the float. So either the banks will compensate those who are acquiring merchants, or I think the government was doing it for last time, we should do it.
So, but what do you think it means for the retail-facing payment companies like y'all that have a lot of consumers that use it and will continue using these apps, especially for low-value transactions that we've seen?
So government has said in the acquiring side, which is the merchant side, and on a consumer side, everybody anyways was not being charged. So this changes the business model or challenges the business model of companies that were acquiring merchant.
So, so one thing that's been said about Paytm is that it's trying to be a financial conglomerate. You've got a payments bank business, you've got a wallets business. There is an attempt of e-commerce, and now also you're doing insurance distribution as well as mutual funds. Just wanted to understand, are there any other sort of lines that you're looking at? Today you can't do lending with the payments bank. So are there any other lines? And our understanding is that you have applied for a peer-to-peer license. So what is the strategy with the peer-to-peer license?
Yeah, so Paytm business model is that you acquire merchant and consumers using payments, and then you graduate them to commerce and then financial services. So that's the business model Paytm has overall as a macro, as a group entity. Different entities have intent to do different things. As far as the plan, of course, is concerned, in the last 2 years we did all our commerce and payments, and as you know, payment continues to acquire new customers, merchant. Our primary focus in 2020 will be on launching more financial services. So you can expect brokerage, you can expect insurance brokerage to get launched in Q1 of this year. And as far as the plan, of course, is concerned that we want to do lending or not, we would love to do lending, but we don't want to do P2P lending, and we have not even applied for P2P lending. So we would wait for seeing the SFV license, which may get payment bank may get converted, or other options of partnering with other banks and lenders. That is how we're doing it. But we're not in for P2P.
But the SFB license, you're looking at it right now, or I understand you 5-year waiting period.
SFB license has a condition of 5 years active payment bank, so it is going to come later. But till the time period, we are working with partners. So banks and some NBFCs become our partner, and we try building a product that can go to our customers that they use.
Just last question, sir. The Indian payments market has grown significantly on the back of UPI. Where do you think the next generation of growth will come? Will it be from merchant payments mainly, or do you think e-commerce will be the big play for payment companies to make margins, make money?
I think the biggest growth of payment in 2020 and next years we should see is B2B payments, like retail payments of consumer and merchant, like we just discussed today. There is a large number of consumers out there, and there are merchant acquisition that people like us are trying. So this will get sorted. If you were to talk about next set of things that will go, so that would go in business payments. For example, like if you are a manufacturing company, and how do you pay or how do you receive money? You are a services company, multi-organizations. So business payments are much bigger than retail payments when it comes to complexity and opportunity. And that is where I think as a Paytm, what we are going to work on is business payments.
Thank you very much for speaking to Bloomberg Quint. Sure.